Hello friends, this is Jay Hendricks with Powerful Thought Online. Today, as a fellow student with you, I wanted to talk with you about the coronavirus and give a spiritual perspective on this, you could say, pandemic. So, as we live our lives, you could say we are experiencing a flow of material, emotional, and mental energy at infinite different grades. And like chemistry, these unlimited grades of energy react with each other, which causes a myriad of reactions such as stimulation and blockage, etc. When we live life normally, potential energy is unleashing from within us little by little all the time. And that's what our entire life experience and situation is the manifestation of. When we meditate, we speed up this process and open the channels to invoke higher grades of energy. If this is done too fast, we experience overstimulation. When it is done too slow, or we get distracted in everyday living or bad habits or anything like that, we experience a blockage of some kind. From an esoteric perspective, all physical disease is the result of two things. Number one, wrong stimulation, overstimulation, wrongfully placed stimulation, and or a buildup of inner tensions in a certain part of the body, emotions, or mind, resulting in a blockage. That's number one. Number two, any inhibition, psychical starvation, or accumulation of subjective forces which dam the free flow of energy. From an esoteric perspective, all disease is healed by the right use and correct handling of energy, which you learn as you meditate Raja Yoga, meditation of the mind, yoga of the mind, and you learn how to handle and direct energy correctly and open up to it, let go, so you discern between how you're going to handle it and you handle it in the correct way. An individual being can learn to correctly wield energy through the daily practice of meditation. So check out my last video where I go into how to practice esoteric meditation. I provide an outline there that you can practice daily, and that can get you started on this path and managing energy correctly. A group of beings forms an entity. And an entity has a life of its own. Therefore, just as an individual can experience disease from mishandling energy, so can an entity that those individuals form misuse energy and experience disease as well. If an individual continues to ignore disease, in his being or her being, he or her will subconsciously create a situation that forces him or her to learn the lessons or lessen himself of the disease. In other words, if there is disease building up in you, whether that's emotional disease, thought, mental disease, bad thinking, that's all tangled up, or tension built up in a certain part of the physical body, tension built up anywhere in this spectrum. If that is ignored or not understood and is left to fester, then you, at least your higher self, will manifest something in your life that, whether that's a sickness or a life situation or a crisis, a manifestation will appear so that you can work with it and resolve through this unconscious disease that you have. And that's what our whole lives are. It's a series of revealing these, sections of disease that are embedded in our being that we're dealing with in this everyday life. So, if humanity is an entity made up of beings, if humanity continues to ignore the fear, worry, and dysfunctional relationship perpetuated in itself, the mental and emotional dis-ease will manifest in the form of many various physical situations, including war, pandemics, economic collapse, etc. This process is the entity of humanity subconsciously teaching itself lessons or lessening the blockages or overstimulations or diseases within it. Therefore, if you continually seek to govern the energies of your own mental, emotional, and physical bodies, and regularly serve and heal others, esoterically speaking, metaphorically speaking, you can do your part in healing humanity itself. So this is why a practice of study, meditation, and service, which is perfecting your instruments that you use, your mind, emotions, and body. It's perfecting these and developing these and revealing the intuition. Study, meditation, and service reveal the automatic thought process of the intuition through practiced thinking. The process of intellect, which is study, meditation, and service. When that is automatic, then it becomes the intuition. And as more and more people do this throughout the world, then humanity starts to heal itself, because you could say we are the cells of humanity. So as each cell perfects itself little by little and influences other cells around it, then it's as if the body is healing itself. The body of humanity is healing itself. So the coronavirus is, I feel, a manifestation of unfinished business that humanity has not been dealing with. So now we are dealing with it in the physical realm. So, as you meditate, you're hooking into the mental plane, and any changes and processes that we construct on the mental plane, as long as they're in collaboration with the soul and they're operating in a balanced manner, those processes trickle down into the emotions and the physical plane. And if we have an ordered mental plane, then our emotions are ordered and our physical plane is ordered. So you'll notice if your room is a mess, it typically means that your mind is a mess. So, daily practice of meditation, hooking into the whole of humanity, and focusing on humanity's problems instead of your own, will help you serve others more effectively and correct the tides of wars and pandemics having to pop up for us to deal with. So anyway, that's all for today. I'm Jay Hendricks. This is Powerful Thought Online. Please like and subscribe. Click the notification tab and share your comments and perspectives underneath any of my videos as long as you want. Just try not to... There's some people that I've noticed that if they disagree with me, they start commenting on every comment and more disrupting the conversation instead of collaborating and actually listening to people and their perspectives and trying to learn from them, even though you may disagree with me. You can disagree with me and still have a collaborative discussion instead of a I'm right or a domination type of discussion. So I encourage collaborative discussion, even if you disagree with me. And that can be part of your service to humanity as well, sharing your perspective and ideas with others. Anyway, thank you and have a wonderful day. Bye.